Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, hi, my name is Melody, and on this channel I discuss fragrances every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So if that's something you're interested in, please subscribe down below. Today I wanted to share with you my huge Fragrancenet haul. So I may have gone a little overboard this past January and early February picking up fragrances. I had a little bit of fun money to spend, and so I've just picked up a lot of fragrances that I had on my wish list. This will be a two-part haul. The first part is everything that I've picked up on Fragrancenet, and the second part will just be an assortment of fragrances that I got from a variety of places. I get the majority of my fragrances from Fragrancenet. I think they often have the best prices, especially when you can get that 35% off discount. I wouldn't actually order from there unless I got the 35% off discount, but it's usually pretty easy to find. So I have 12 fragrances here. I have recently received them, so I haven't really played with any of them too much, but some of them you may have seen already. I think I've ordered from them 2 or 3 times, so there's fragrances that I've had a little bit longer than others, and some of them they're just not the right season yet for it, so I'm just kind of sharing them. I'll come back later with my thoughts on these fragrances, but I just want to show you what I've been picking up lately, so let's start. I'll start by getting the L'Interdits out of the way. I got the original L'Interdit. This is a fragrance that I really do love so much. It is just a stunning fragrance, and I've loved, I think, all of them out of the line. So I picked up this one, and I actually wanted to get all of them and compare them. So I got them in the 1.7 ounce, and I also got the EDT as well as the Intense. So far, I've worn the Intense and the Rouge, and I think I've tried the EDP. I haven't worn the EDT yet, but I did test it in stores, and I really found it to be really lovely, and I think it'll be a great version for this summer. After watching a review of this one, I started picking up that grapiness that I hadn't before, and anyone who knows me knows I absolutely hate all things artificial grape. Like, so bad. Like, if I smell it near me, I have to run. I don't know what that is. A lot of people have that problem with cherry or grape because of like cough medicine as a child, but I never recall having grape cold medicine. I just know I really hate artificial grape things. So I started picking that up in this one, but it only lasts a few seconds, and then it settles into more of that bubblegummy tuberose. So I'm still playing with this one, and I definitely don't want to get rid of it, but I'm I'm a little sad. I never picked that up before. I used to get that like creamy sesame note, but something about this, yeah, it's coming up a little bit grapey, but not too bad. Like, it doesn't offend me the way a lot of like grape sodas or grape juice or even like grape candies do. So I still need to play around with this, but of the set so far, this has been my least favorite and biggest disappointment. So now I'll go over some of the other ones that I've tested before in stores, and I'll leave the rest of the blind buys for the end. I tried Acqua di Parma's Mandorlo Di Sicilia in stores a number of times, and it comes off as that really beautiful root beer scent, which is one of my favorite kinds of fragrances. Any of those that kind of smell like root beer or Dr. Pepper or like a cherry Coke, those are like my favorite kinds of scents. So I decided to just pick up the little bottle. I think this will actually be a really nice kind of lighter scent for the summer as well. Then I got Mandorlo. I tried this out in stores as well, and I tried the EDP and then the Intense on either arm, and I honestly couldn't tell much of a difference between the two, so I just went with the original, and I got it in the smaller size. I'm kind of regretting that now. I really, really love this fragrance, and once this is empty, I will absolutely buy the larger fragrance. In a previous video, I mentioned that this is the fragrance that I want my kids to remember me by, so I'm definitely wearing this quite a bit. Although I think I should probably be wearing it more if this is like a scent that I want to be remembered by, but I'm absolutely loving this one. The next one I have is a Zara Wanted Girl. In one of my full bottle worthy videos, I picked this as one of the fragrances that I did think was full bottle worthy. I do really love the little kick of ginger in it, and I haven't worn this yet since purchasing, but I do really enjoy this fragrance. I also find that like the grenade shaped bottle is pretty cool. So I haven't worn it. It hasn't been on my tray. So I think next month I'll probably have it in my March rotation so I can get some wear out of this. But I do really love this scent, and I finally got it in my collection. Now that was the first 6 fragrances. The next 6 fragrances that I have are all blind buy. I'll start with one that I've mentioned already, and it's been on my February tray. It's Reminiscence Dragé. I finally fixed my bottle. This part, when I got it out of the box, was on really, really crooked, and so I've actually since kind of like glued it back on there so it works properly, and now this part comes off. Anyhow, I just was having such difficulties with the bottle, but it is a really lovely fragrance. It is quite light, but I really love that powdered kind of almond fragrance, and I've worn it several times now. It's just really comforting, and one of those kind of almond fragrances that I really love. I totally forgot. I actually have smelled this, and it was not a blind buy. That's so silly of me. So this was, I believe, one of my first full bottle worthy videos where I did the whole Reminiscence line, these 3, the one that comes in the white, and then the pink and the green, and this was my favorite of the 3. And that's so funny, I totally forgot. So this is actually one of those, and I will link, I have a playlist of my full bottle videos, so I'll just link that up here. So yeah, I loved this scent, and in fact I like the other 2, but I go back and forth on whether I want them in my collection. I think this bottle is beautiful, and I do think it's a really lovely scent, but it is pretty light, so I felt the same way about the other one, so I decided I just want one in my collection. So I went with Dragé, and I really, really love it, and I think it is definitely worth having a full bottle. It's so sweet and just really delicious, and also very like powdery and comforting. So I really love this one. Now I'm down to 5 blind buys. The rest of those I was familiar with. So I have 5 blind buys. I will start with Marc Jacobs Honey. So I found Marc Jacobs Dot in a Nordstrom rack after Christmas when I was shopping with my sister and my mom, and I just kind of wanted to complete the collection. I don't know how many were actually like this with the little baubles on it like this in this shape, but I had seen Honey around online, and I wasn't really interested before, but then once I got Dot, I really wanted to try it out, and I noticed I had like a punch note in the beginning. I've not really had time to play with this, and I think it's definitely more of a summer kind of fragrance, so I'm gonna wait on it. But I really think it's such a cute bottle. Originally, when I was looking for fragrances, I really wanted just like classy kind of bottle, something along the lines of like Mandorlo or a Chanel or something like that, and I was really looking for that one signature scent that came in a really classy bottle. But now that I've started collecting, I kind of like the unique bottles, so that was part of why I picked this one up. And I also wanted it just in my collection to and I got the 3.4 ounce one, so it's the same size as the Dot, and I know they're discontinued. I like the scents enough, but I don't think I'll be running through them fast, and I don't think I would rebuy them either, so I won't be disappointed when I go through them. But I think they're just such cute little bottles with the, I guess it's like a little bumblebee butterfly, I'm not quite sure, but anyhow, it's very cute, and I'm also happy. I don't actually think there is any honey in this, not to my nose at least, so I'm going to try and get some use out of this in the spring and summer and come back with some thoughts on it. This next one I also picked up for the bottle. I think this was just a fun and unique bottle, but when I looked at the notes I was also very excited. It has an almond note in it, and so anything with almond notes I'll immediately want to pick them up. It also has a vodka note, but I can't really pick that out. But I just love the little martini glass. It is a weighted kind of base, so this doesn't topple over at all. So I really love it. On the top it says not to be taken, Pepe Jeans. So anyways, this is the original Pepe Jeans, and I originally, my first order for Fragrancenet, I ordered the smaller 1.7 ounce one, and I guess my order was pretty large, so by the time they went through and got everything, this one was out of stock. So I wasn't planning on making another Fragrancenet order, but I really wanted to try this, so I decided to go with the 3.4 ounce, or sorry, this is the 2.7 ounce. So, you know, the price difference wasn't that much, but I decided to add a few more things to it. That's how I wound up with such a large order for myself. So anyhow, yeah, I got this because I thought the bottle was really cute, but I was also excited for the almond note. I've tested this just on my hand one time, and I really do love it. It's a very nice warm almond scent. I'm not sure if this is intended for like to be kind of a summer scent. When I see like a glass like this and the color of it, it makes me think spring, summer, but it is a really warm, cozy almond, so I will see how this wears this upcoming spring. So I've been looking for Jean Paul Gaultier's So Scandal all over, and I was having a really hard time finding it, and then I got a notification that it was back on Fragrancenet, and I put it in my cart and out of my cart and in my cart and out of my cart, and eventually I was just like, no, I really want to try it. I've heard it's a lot like the L'Interdit line, and it's also like Armani My Way, and I love the L'Interdits, and I really enjoy the openings of both of the My Ways, but I've struggled to continue to enjoy them through the wear, so I knew this was a risky blind buy, but I honestly love the bottle. In fact, as much as like the little feet I think are really cute, I love the like facets of this bottle. None of the other Scandals have that, but I've sprayed this once, and I do really like it. I think it is probably, I don't think it's as grapey to me as the L'Interdit Intense, so it's somewhere in between there, but it is definitely similar, but it goes its own way. It's got that sweetness from the honey, which is typically not my favorite, but I really want to try this out and see if I enjoy honey. I've heard like these Scandals are some of the best honey fragrances. I really just wanted to give honey a try with some fragrances that people think that the honey is done just really well. So I'm going to play with this one and come back with some reviews on it, but I haven't really gotten to play with it at all. I keep saying that. I haven't really played with a lot of these since I've just recently gotten them, but I think my March tray will be probably completely different. I will definitely be switching up and putting a lot of new fragrances that I really haven't tried on. So I'm pretty excited about that. The next two were both really affordable fragrances that I really wanted to get for summer. I don't have a lot of summer fragrances, primarily because that's just not, those freshies and stuff are not really my favorite, nor do I like a lot of coconut in fragrances, so I have a lot of warm and cozy fragrances. That's just what I'm drawn to. So I wanted a few summertime fragrances, but I didn't want to spend a lot on them, primarily because I don't love them, but also I just don't think they last very long. Any of those fresher fragrances I've tried, they only last a few hours, so I was like, it's not worth spending that much. In fact, I've been buying a lot of body mist from Victoria's Secret and Bath & Body Works, and I'll be hauling those later on and giving my thoughts on those. So I'm really looking forward to summer. I am so over winter. I know we'll go through spring, and I have lots of floral fragrances for that, but last summer was just really just such an amazing summer for our family. My middle daughter got out of the hospital after 2 very long months, and we just spent the entire summer at the pool. We were there like 5 or 6 days a week, almost the entire day. So I'm just thinking of lounging by the pool, and I just want summer to come as quickly as possible. So after that whole long-winded discussion, or reason for these fragrances, I picked up Ajmal's Aram Summer. I think that's how it's pronounced. I honestly got this for the bottle. I couldn't find notes on this for quite a while. I think I eventually found them on Fragrantica, but I wasn't quite sure what this smelled like. And I don't think I've sprayed it yet. I think maybe my daughter sprayed it once or something, and she said she really liked it. But I just thought that like the really pretty seashells made this bottle really unique. So I'm excited to pull this out in the summer months. Another more summery fragrance is Armaf's La Femme. I have sprayed this once or twice. It definitely smells like just a really pretty shampoo, but I got it for like $20, and that's not much more than a body mist. And I think the bottle is very pretty as well. It's kind of unique. It's got this like faux leather, and I don't know what this is exactly, but I think it's a cool bottle. It's got a really heavy cap, so it is substantial in that way. It's definitely not a fragrance I would rebuy, but it's definitely something fun for the summer. If you just want to smell like clean and a little fruity. I'm not entirely sure of the notes, but I do really like the scent of this one. So those are just some of the fragrances that I've recently purchased. This is just part one of a two-part haul, so I hope you will stick around for my next video where I haul another batch of fragrances that I found from numerous different places. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give this video a like. I hope you stick around and subscribe for more videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I really hope you have a blessed day. Bye!